Oof. We're back. We're back. Ooh, hot. Hola, hola mi gente. ¿Qué pasa? Bienvenidos de nuevo a mi canal. If you're new here, what is up? Welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Ariana and I create resources and content for solo travelers and digital nomads. So, it has been a little minute. It's been a while. I think the last time I uploaded content was last year, and it is April of 2023. We are 4 months into this new year. Wow. So I hope you all have been well. I know I have been well. There has been a lot of things that have happened since the last time I have uploaded a video. For starters, like I said, the last video I uploaded was last Thanksgiving, I think Thanksgiving. So of course Christmas, I went back home and spent it with my family. And I was there for a good time, not a long time, because I decided to celebrate the new year in Amsterdam. I don't know why, I just wanted to go and experience Amsterdam. So I decided to do a winter European tour is what I like to call it. And I went and celebrated New Year's in Amsterdam, and then I also figured I'd knock out some other destinations since I was there and so close. So I went and visited Paris, France, which I was pleasantly surprised at how much I really liked it. Like, I never really had the urge to go to Paris before, but it's like every traveler's bucket list. It's like somewhere you have to go if you travel. So I went and I was happily surprised. I had a great time in Paris. And then I also visited London. So that was a whirlwind of an experience. It was very, very cold. I don't know what I was thinking. If you have been watching my channel, you know that I don't do the cold. But I had a really great time visiting Europe, even though it was freezing, and at one point I even lost my luggage. That's a whole nother story. Overall, I still really enjoyed my trip out there. Of course, I recorded everything and I will be uploading those vlogs soon. I'm still trying to get into the groove of what my posting schedule is going to be like. I think it just makes sense right now for me to upload once a month. That's going to be my goal. And then of course, if I can get in some bonus videos in the month when I have time to edit, I will be uploading those as well. So if you haven't already, definitely be sure to subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can get notified when I pop up with videos. What else? So after my winter European tour, I came back here to Colombia. I'm in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia. Y'all know this is where my heart is. And yeah, this is where I'm going to be for a little while. There have been a lot of life-changing events for me. One big one would be I am unemployed. I've been enjoying unemployment, y'all, so I have no qualms about that. But yeah, how I lost my job, I'm not gonna get into all the details around that. Just know that it was dramatic, and it was just my time to go and move on to new things. So that's what I'm doing. I have been here in Colombia, and I mean, I happened to lose my job while I was here, but I was planning on being here anyway, and looking at making it a permanent home for me. So, because I think I'm ready to settle down. I did a lot of travel last year. Want to at least settle down for a little while, and the timing of me just losing my job, it also made sense to just kind of sit still in the moment and kind of focus on what I want to do next. So I've been putting a lot of time into the Wanderbox. The Wanderbox is a travel store with travel guides for solo travelers. If you haven't checked it out already, be sure to. It has everything you need to go on a solo journey and feel confident and equipped with everything you need for the trip. I've been spending a lot of time on the Wanderbox. Also, you know, looking for different jobs here and there. It's really interesting how many companies will reach out and be like, wow, you know, you're so talented and we love your work and your resume looks great. And as soon as I tell them like where I'm physically located, they're like, oh. So yeah, despite being a US citizen and having a permanent residence in the US, it's really difficult getting a remote job with a company, I'll say. Like, getting freelance and contract work is a lot easier because they don't really care where you're based out of. Because the states are so determined to tax based off of where you're located, it makes getting a job harder. But it also doesn't make sense because taxes follow you no matter where in the world you go. So you would think of all the countries that would be okay with having remote workers, it would be the US, but yeah, it's, to say the least, the job hunt has been a little stale. Finding remote work, even as someone who's worked remote, can be a little challenging if you're remote outside of the US. That's something I have learned being now on the outside looking in. Because when I started traveling, I took my job with me. I already had the job secured and I was technically in the US when I initially got it. But getting a remote job with an actual company and having a W-2 is more difficult that way. I'll say that. It's all down to taxes. Like, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. That's what's going on there. I mentioned Colombia being a permanent location for me, or Medellin specifically. So I applied for the digital nomad visa and recently just got my cédula. I feel so like Colombian. Yeah, I got approved for the visa. I will be here for 1 year, so I'll be here until March of next year. And it feels good. I feel like at home, you know, home away from home. If I could just like uproot my family and bring them here, I'd be at home. No. I kid. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to be here. I have a really good friend group out here. I mean, friend groups. I can say that with an S because there's just so many different expats out here, or nomads that are out here, and people that I met that are either passing through or here long term, or a little bit of both. And it's all good vibes. It's good vibes in the city, it's good vibes with the people, it's good vibes with the weather, you know, depending on the day. Let's see, what other updates have there been? I have been doing a little bit of traveling. Like I said, I'm unemployed, so like during the day, you know, obviously working on the Wanderbox, but filling my time with just enjoying life is my motto and my focus right now. You know, once this little sabbatical is over and I'm back in the workplace, I want to make sure that that I've done all the things that I feel like I need to do, or just like enjoy the time that I've had to chillax. So I've been doing lots of walking, lots of cooking at home. I've of course been hanging out with friends, and it's been nice to just decide in the middle of the day when I want to go and do something and just do it. Like, I love having complete freedom over my schedule, especially too when it comes to planning like trips and vacations. So recently I went on a trip to San Andres, which is a small little Colombian island, but it looks like it's like part of Venezuela because it's like so detached from Colombia. But a small little island, beautiful island. And I'll be uploading a vlog on that as well. I have some footage from that too. So there are vlogs in the making. Be sure to stay tuned. I know it's been a minute since I have been here on the channel, but I am alive and well, and there's been a lot of changes, but it's been changes for the good. Oh, other new things that I have been doing. So I mentioned like doing more things like cooking and walking. I've been doing a lot of reading too. Really been into books lately. That's been my thing, and podcasts. But I've also been trying different workouts. That's like my new thing lately, is to try a different workout each month. So I've been doing CrossFit. It's got me like, now I'm doing boxing. And yeah, I want to do Pilates after this, and like dance classes and all sorts of things. I just want to keep changing it up. I think that's going to help me being stationary. I'm kind of like, if I'm being honest with y'all, I'm a little nervous about agreeing to sit still for a year. Or I'm not even agreeing. I have the option to leave. Like, Colombia's not holding me hostage, but like in my head, I have the visa for a year. I want to get the, you know, the most out of it. So I want to use this year to sit still in Medellin, also explore other areas of Colombia because there's a lot to explore like around the country. But yeah, it's been a long time. Even when I lived in the States, just because of how like life would go, or just rent prices, how they like to increase prices, I would usually move like once a year. The most I would ever stay someplace is like maybe 2 years. And that was in the last place that I lived in Charlotte, and that was because of the pandemic. Like I was planning on moving, and then the pandemic hit, and it was like, I'll just sit still. But I'm used to being on the go. I think all my life. Like I knew college, definitely. Every year I was like changing dorms or going to a new apartment. But if y'all, those of you who know my story, know that I was born into a military family. We moved all around the US. So literally since birth, I have been up and being moved. We weren't moving like, you know, as frequently as I do now, but we moved a lot, and that's been my life. So like a year it's not bad, but I have for the last 2 years been hopping around every, you know, 2 to 3 months, if not shorter. This will be an adjustment, but I'm excited. I haven't gotten bored here yet, and if I add up all the time that I have visited and been in Colombia together, because it's been in different chunks, it's been for a year. It's been for over a year, so I think I can do it. I'm a little nervous, but I think I can do it. I will say it will help to have a place that I can call home long term. Like I Airbnb hop, and anyone who has visited Medellin recently and can compare that to how it used to be knows that rent out here has gone up drastically. I mean, part of it is because of people like me, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, more expats and nomads coming out here, buying Airbnbs, staying long term. You know, Colombians are smart, and the price of rent has gone up on top of inflation and just everything going on with the economy worldwide. So it would be nice to have a place where I can be stationary. One, it'd be more cost effective, but two, you know, make it more homey for the time that I'll be here. So I'm still on the hunt for that. This apartment that I'm in now, I actually just moved into a few days ago. So this is a new place, and I'm only here for a month, and then I'll be moving again. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what a long-term place for me here looks like, but that would be the goal. And I hope I can find that soon, sooner than later. Oh, I got rid of my storage unit. I got rid of my storage unit back in the States. That's another big life update. That was a big deal. That storage unit, my goodness, it was stressful. It was so stressful. I made a quick trip home, I think back in January. So when I left the US, I sold majority of my stuff, but there were some things that I just was not ready to let go of, like my couch. I was really in love with my couch. It was so comfortable. It was my first like big girl purchase, and like I still to this day I love that couch. It pained me to not be able to bring it with me, but it's also a huge sectional, and there's no way I was ever gonna pay to have a couch shipped out here. So yeah, I had a storage unit with a couch and some other big furniture that I just wasn't either ready to part with or like didn't really know what to do with it. So I left it there. But the storage unit has been sitting there the entire time I've been traveling. And the thing about storage units is like the price is not fixed. It goes up whenever they just feel like raising the price. So yeah, it was, at least to say it was a waste of money. I knew it was, because the stuff that was in the storage unit, I couldn't even tell you, outside of the couch and like the big furniture that I knew of, boxes of clothes, I couldn't even tell you what was in there. Like it was clearly stuff I no longer cared about and just needed to release and let go. So in hindsight, if I could go back and tell myself before I left a word of advice, it would be just get rid of all of it. Just get rid of all of it. You're not even coming back. Like don't even worry about it. Let it go, let it go. So yeah, got rid of the storage unit. I went back home. I donated a good amount of the stuff just because I needed to get rid of it fast. I was only back in the States for like 2 days, quick trip. But yeah, I got rid of everything. I sold my couch to a friend of a friend. and, you know, help some people out with some donations. That felt good. It felt good to donate it. I should have just did that from the jump, but it also felt good to really get rid of it. It was literally like a load lifted off my shoulders, and, you know, some extra money in my pocket every month. Yes, we'll take that. Oh, and then my hair. So it's looking a little raggedy today, don't judge. Like, my color definitely needs to be touched up, but I only touch it up when I wash it. And so wash and retwist day is coming soon, probably this weekend, and then I'll get to like touch up the purple color. Right now it's really dull. Everyone's like, your purple's gone. I'm like, I know guys, I know. But yeah, loving lock life still. I plan on uploading a video just showing my lock journey and discussing a little bit about what it's like traveling with natural hair. It's a thing, like being a black woman and traveling with your natural hair, even if you aren't natural, just traveling with your hair in general as a black woman is the thing. And I'm gonna make a video about it, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up all the things that I have to share with you all. Thank you so much for sticking and hanging in there with me. I promise new content is coming soon. And thanks for clicking on this video and watching it to the end. Hasta la próxima. Ciao. I've moved Airbnbs a couple times, but I mean, ugh, gross. These mosquitoes be trying to eat me up. What in the world? I'm upset. I haven't eaten. Colombia do got a lot of bugs. That is a downfall. But I mean, it's expected. Like, we're out here in the middle of the jungle, so the rain and the bugs are just a given. I learned to live with them, but the bites. What was that? Stuff just be falling out the trees, flying up in here on you, biting you. I think that's it. That's all. That's it, folks. That's all I got. Until the next one. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.